Good Wednesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go ahead and start out with the weather for your Wednesday evening. Now, looking at the current radar right now, as we can see, it's pretty much all the showers that and storms that were over South Carolina. It has now pretty much all gone. There's nothing left, and all of it moved off to the east. We'll check it out on the MRMS later, after we're done with this little segment. But as of now, no rain is over us right now, and I actually suspect that we will be in kind of like a dry period for the next couple of days, especially near the coast. I especially think that we will be kind of like in a dry period. I mean, here you can check it out on the MRMS. We go and switch over to the winter weather radar. You can see that most of that rain is off the coast. Not really anything going on. I'm gonna move it more to the east a little bit. All right. So as you can see, that rain has now moved off. There's still some rain inside of Florida, and maybe even some strong storms. But right now, it's really all in Florida. The system is still here, though. You see, you got the low pressure up here. You got some storms and some downpours off the coast of North Carolina. We still do have some downpours inside of Virginia, pretty much most of the mid Atlantic. We even have some snow going up inside Canada as well, and up here inside of the UP of Michigan, up into Canada, and some snow up here inside of Wisconsin. Rain kind of turning around, kind of doing like this little loop right here, bringing some rain to like places like Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, eastern portions of Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, and even up here inside of Iowa as well. Looking over to the west, though, we did have some severe storms actually go through the west, the Pacific Northwest, mainly Oregon and Idaho. And we still do have some downpours over there as well, and we even have a special weather statement for some severe storms in Nevada. You don't really see that in Nevada that often, but we do have some rain over there to the west as well. Going on ahead and switching over to our cloud cover, though, as you can see, cloud cover right now is looking pretty fantastic. We do have some cloud cover over there near Myrtle Beach, but it, it's not really gonna last long. That cold front is pushing through, and it's not really gonna last that. It's not really gonna last that long. Is what I'm trying to say. Um, Temperatures right now looking pretty stable. Winds looking pretty stable. You can kind of see the animation that it does. Winds are trying to kind of curve to the north because that low pressure is up there, and that low pressure is trying to bring those winds northward, and are going to try and bring those winds into the low pressure, trying to strengthen it. But I mean, as you can see, 62 inside Columbia, 66 Charleston, 66 Myrtle Beach, 66 Savannah, 55 in Greenville, 62 in Augusta, 61 in Rock Hill, 64 in Sumter, and still a good 68 inside of Florence. So just getting out of the 70s there in Florence. Looking at our minimum temperatures for tonight, these are the minimum temperatures for tonight. Gonna hit around 45 in Columbia, 45 in Sumter, 42 inside of Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, 47 for Florence, 52 for Myrtle Beach, 52 for Charleston, and 51 down there for Savannah. Now, if we go ahead and continue it, you can see that those wind gusts are still going to be pretty high. I mean, you can still have some gusts of up to 30 to 35 miles per hour throughout Columbia, Sumter, Florence, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, 34 over there inside of Anderson as well as 31 up there inside Greenville, Spartanburg as well. So still some pretty gusty winds tonight. No precipitation is expected for the next 24 hours. And we can talk about the severe weather threat, but I think it's pretty much over. Yeah, they got rid of it. So it's pretty much over. Severe weather threat kind of did something. It did bring some damaging winds to Columbia. I know Columbia did have some damage reports, some wind damage reports. Um, but it wasn't really a whole lot. It wasn't the worst. I don't think we had any tornadoes or any hail reports either. We can go back and check, but as of now, nothing. Day 2, nothing. Day 3, nothing. And day 1 through 8, um, we do have a little day 6 that's trying to get into like Arkansas, Louisiana, but that's as close as it's gonna be. That's gonna be our next system that we're gonna have to watch out for. But moving on, I do want to go ahead and talk about the future because as of now, with no rain really on the way, that kind of limits what's going to happen, and we can go ahead and get through these videos quicker. If you go ahead and switch back to the model right here, the GFS actually had snow forecasted for Chicago, but I mean, as you can see right now, if you saw it on the radar when we just started, or when we started, you can see that there was rain up there, but the GFS is still showing snow. So I I guess it just thinks that I guess it just thought that the temperatures would be actually a bit lower than what is actually happening. But as you can see, that snow really starts to push in to like West Virginia, Kentucky, even portions of North Carolina and Tennessee as well. Not bringing any snow to us, unfortunately, but I think it's a bit too late for that. But over here in the west as well, we even do have some winter storm watches up. It's for this next little system right here that comes through. It's going to drop, let's see if we can read it, around 8 to 15 inches if possible, with a gust of up to 40 miles an hour over there. And then we have this next system right here that's going to bring some rain over here to Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Illinois, to Chicago, up there inside Green Bay as well. And I mean, look at this quiet period that we're having. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all again. So here we go. Look at how calm South Carolina is. I mean, nothing. I was talking about a dry period coming. This is the dry period. I mean, even this little part right here, it tries to get into like the very tip portion of South Carolina, and it does succeed some. But I mean, if we go all the way to 120 hours, for the next 120 hours, we're probably not going to see a drop of rain. That's around, I mean, like 4 or 5 days, somewhere around there. So we're not going to see rain probably for around a good 5 to 6 days, close to a week for some. And then here we go, finally our next system that comes through on April the 9th, bringing some heavy rain. But that's around 6 days out from now. So I really do think that there will be some places inside South Carolina that do not see rain for at least 5 to 6 days, which that would be a nice relief from all the rain that we've gotten. Definitely not really for the drought reasons, because it's starting to get hotter, and you usually want more rain for when it starts to get hotter, because drought conditions go up dramatically, especially when it starts to get hot. Luckily, with that cold front passing us tonight, it won't be as hot as it usually is, but I still think that the lack of rain for the next 6 to 7 days will affect us in some way. We keep on pushing it forward, and I mean, again, just quiet. You're not really seeing that much. I mean, maybe a little bit of showers on here April the 15th, and then everything else is just too far out to talk about. So that's all I really have. I don't have anything else. That's guess it's gonna be quiet for the next couple of days. It should be nice day pretty much every single day, but you may have to bring that jacket with you pretty much almost every day for the next couple of days because of the cold front that just passed. But that's going to be about it. So if you are on the recording, I thank you so much. Please come to the live streams 9 o'clock p.m. where we talk about not places outside of South Carolina and what's the future that's going to happen with this channel in the future. Make sure that you guys subscribe and hit the like button, please. We are at 45. We are 5 away from 50. If you know 5 people, just 5 people that you could potentially share it to, that's inside South Carolina or anywhere else, it doesn't matter. Just 5 people that you could send it to. Please let them know so we can get to the goal of 50 real quick, real nice. I want to try and get to it tonight, tomorrow. I mean, either day would be fine with me, but I just want to get to the goal so we can start striving for a next goal, which would be 75 and then 100. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens tomorrow, see how far that goal gets up. If you're on the live stream watching me right now, I thank you so much for coming to the live stream at 9. And definitely I hope that you will be back tomorrow. But to everyone that's on the recording right now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow morning with another forecast update.